Well, since I will not be able to speak again after your lecture, the GO said his father is coming. I want to wait to see his father come. But seriously, Nigeria is not what it should be today. And if anybody says anything to the contrary, then his head will need to be, his or her head will need to be examined. And nobody will do it for us. And nobody needs to be blamed. My late friend, Ahmed, anytime you say, let us pray for Nigeria, he was always annoyed. And he will say, look, you are tempting God. God has given you everything that you need. What the hell are you praying for? God gave you everything. You squandered it. You mess it up. And you are praying to God. He doesn't believe that God will answer us. And I say, look, Ahmed, what is good needs prayer so that it will continue to be good. What is not so good needs prayer so that it will have to be good. So let us pray. And we say, go on praying. And when you finish your prayer, you meet me where I am. But we need to pray. We need to pray so that his father may come. But the choice is in our hand. You don't have anybody to blame. I see 6 and have a dozen. 6 and have a dozen. I don't know what choice you will make out of that 2. And is there any choice? That's where prayer is very important. And don't let us deceive ourselves. We have a choice. It's whether we make the right choice or we ignore making the right choice. And if we don't make the right choice, we don't blame anybody. We blame ourselves. If we make the right choice, we will overcome the twin challenge of poverty and insecurity, which are symbiotic. Insecurity feeds on poverty. Poverty feeds on insecurity. And don't let anybody deceive you about that. And if we do not take the right step and make the right choice, not only will the 2 continue to fester, they will consume us. May God never allow that.
In the presence of Nigerians, I love you, John.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's celebrate our former president, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, GCNR.
Thank you so much. What I believe and what I believe that Chifayo Adebanjo believed is not ethnic, it's not sectional, it's not religious, it is Nigerian and Nigeria. When I go out and people say, we thank you, I say, what are you thanking me for? And I tell them, please stop thanking me. Why should you be thanking me? I believe in equity. I believe in justice. I believe in one Nigeria. I have shed my blood for this country. I have gone to prison for this country. So what are you going to frighten me or threaten me with? The only thing that my senior brother hasn't done is that he hasn't shed his blood. He has gone to prison. We will leave that at that. No. The blood where I shed for work from the world. You go work from. I will show you where the shrapnel. Nearly touched my. Now, but please, the problem we have in our front now and in our hand is not ethnic, it's national. And for me, the first thing that is important in a leader is character. The problem we have had over the years is that we don't have leaders who have the right type of character that they should be entrusted with the leadership role. So if I put my finger on anything or anybody, it's because comparing one with another, I see that there is merit that would be of benefit to Nigeria. And I believe that Chifayo Adebanjo stands for the same thing.
Welcome to my channel. The first video you watched was former President Olusegun Obasanjo, where he was talking about the fact that Nigeria is in a deep shit, literally. But he also said that Nigeria and Nigerians have a choice. You can see in that video, he was talking about the fact that the choices that he is seeing or that he saw is between 6 and half a dozen. In other words, if you have a discernible mind, you will know that he's talking about the presidential candidate of APC, tinubu, and the presidential candidate of the PDP, atiku. What he's saying there, literally, is that there is no difference between the two. That between these two candidates, they are one and the same thing. And they are not the option. However, you can see what he said, but you have the option. You have an option. And that was one of the earliest places that Obasanjo made reference to to former governor of Anambra State, Peter Obi, who is the presidential candidate of Labour Party. That was who many believed, and I believe so too, that that is the person he had in mind when he said, but you still have a choice. Even though I'm seeing two choices which are the same, 6.5 dozen, but yet there is a choice. It was earliest indication of former President Obasanjo referencing Peter Obi, the Labour Party presidential candidate. Then in the second video you watched, you saw at an occasion where former President Obasanjo symbolically vacated his seat for Peter Obi. And you can see what he said there. He said that, I have done my duty. It's like saying, I have done my duty for my country. I have shown you the path to go, the path to follow. So you cannot say you don't know what to do. It is very symbolic and very, very important what Obasanjo did at that occasion. Then, in the last few days, which is in the last video you watched, Obasanjo now let the cat out of the bag. What happened in Enugu made it very clear that Obasanjo is working for Peter Obi to become the next president of Nigeria. And a lot of things he said there was captured by this day, and it is contained in the video you just watched. Most of the things he said in that video you watched, last video you watched before now, was reported by this day newspaper. And it was an occasion that made him to let the cat out of the bag. What happened was that Obasanjo was in Enugu, and he used one stone to kill two birds, or so they used to say it. What happened was that he was in Enugu alongside the leader of Afenifere, Padebanjo, to participate in the 70th birthday of Nniamodo, the former President General of Ohaneze Ndigbo. He now used the opportunity, both of them, Adebanjo and Obasanjo, they now used the opportunity to pay a visit to the national headquarters of Ohaneze Ndigbo in Enugu. And at that place, at the Ohaneze headquarters, there was a condolence register that had been opened for Mbazulika Amaechi, the late Mbazulika Amaechi, First Republic Minister of Aviation, who died recently. So Obasanjo and Adebanjo, they went there alongside Peter Obi to sort of pay condolence to Ohaneze and also sign the condolence register. Now, it was at that place that Obasanjo showed clearly, without equivocation, that he is for Peter Obi. And I will tell you the things that leads to this conclusion, aside what you have heard from the video you saw before this one. Now, before I do that, if you are new to my channel and you have not yet subscribed to my channel, subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell, When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And don't forget to share this video, because when you don't forget to like this video. When you like this video, Google will rank it higher and make it available for more people to see. And you know that with more people seeing this video, we are going to have more Nigerians that will make the right choice so that we can put the right people, especially the right president, in 2023. Thank you. Now, Obasanjo, at that Ohanese headquarters, revealed, of course, it's a very thinly veiled secret, that Obasanjo has been coordinating elder statesmen in Nigeria to work for Peter Obi. But what Obasanjo said was that he is working alongside other elder statesmen for a new Nigeria. That he is working alongside other elder statesmen for a new Nigeria. Of course, when you talk about new Nigeria now, you are not talking about tinubu of APC. You are not talking about atiku of the People's Democratic Party. When you are talking about a new Nigeria, you are talking about a new Nigeria that will be spearheaded by Peter Obi. That Peter Obi will be the face of it. And Obasanjo said some other interesting things. He said that Nigeria is on a crossroads and that he needs a leader with character. He said Nigeria needs a leader with character. He said that the problem with Nigeria right now is that Nigeria is having dearth of leaders with characters. That's Nigeria is lacking leaders with characters. So, in search of leaders with character has become an odious task in Nigeria. But that is the kind of leader that Obasanjo said that Nigeria need in 2023. So he said that such leaders with character are the kind of leaders you can trust. So he now made some interesting points which give hints to where he stands and where he is going. He now began to speak. Now look at one of the things he said. He said, so if I put my hand on someone, it means that comparing with the other, I see that there is merit that will be of benefit to Nigeria. And I believe that Chief Adebanjo stands for the same thing. You can see from what he said, if he put his hand on someone, who is the someone he said if he put his hand on? He's talking about Peter Obi. And now he tell you that, and I believe that Chief Adebanjo stands for the same thing. Already you know that Chief Adebanjo, the leader of Afenifere, has endorsed Peter Obi ahead of Tinubu of the APC and ahead of the presidential candidate of PDP, Atiku Abubakar. So that shows you a clear hint of where Obasanjo is and what he stands for in the 2023 presidential election. And now he begins to talk about justice. Look at what he said. He said, I have shed my blood for this country. I have gone to prison for this country. So what are you going to frighten or threaten me with. The only thing that my senior brother, Adebanjo, hasn't done is that he hasn't shed his blood, but he has gone to prison. What I believe and what I think Pa Adebanjo believes is not ethnic, it is not sectional, it is not religious, it is Nigeria. I believe in equity, I believe in justice, I believe in one Nigeria. Now, if you have listened to the World Press Conference that Pa Adebanjo addressed when Afenifere, when he on behalf of Afenifere endorsed Peter Obi as their preferred presidential candidate, it was exactly the same sentiment that Obasanjo has expressed while in Enugu. Because the theme of the endorsement of Peter Obi was about justice. It's about fairness. It's about equity. It's about one Nigeria. That was exactly what Pa Adebanjo hinged the endorsement of Peter Obi on. Because you understand that in that place, in that press conference, Pa Adebanjo took note of the fact that the Southwest has produced president for 8 years in the person of Chief Olusegun Obasanjo. The Southwest has produced vice president getting to 8 years now in the person of Professor Yemi Osibanjo. He said that for fairness, justice, and equity, the presidency should go to Southeast. And in the Southeast, the most eligible is Peter Obi of the Labour Party. That was the reason why Afenifere endorsed Peter Obi. And you can see that Obasanjo reinforced this. If you listen to that video carefully in Enugu, he was talking about the fact that when he arrived at Enugu, a lot of people were greeting them at Pa Adebanjo in a sort of thanking them for supporting Peter Obi. But you can see he was playing it down. He said, no, don't thank me. Stop thanking me. You can see the reaction of Pa Adebanjo because Pa Adebanjo is also being thanked a lot in the Southeast for their support for Peter Obi. But they said, no, this is not about thanking them. That they felt that what is being done is in the interest of Nigeria. It is in the interest of justice, fairness, and equity. It is for justice, fairness, and equity. It is not something that they should be thanked for what they are doing. But to be frank, what Obasanjo and Adebanjo and the elders that Obasanjo is called, the elders of Obasanjo are coordinating to ensure that Peter Obi becomes the next president of Nigeria. He deserves commendation. And if they're able to pull it off, because there's a lot of opposition to what they are doing. There are people in the APC who believe that they have enough money, enough resources to buy the presidency in 2023. And they believe that everybody could be bought in Nigeria for them to get it. But of course, they are likely to see a shocker because the presidency of Nigeria is not going to be for sale in 2023. Not when somebody like Obasanjo is involved. And I can tell you for free, if they rig this election, Obasanjo will make trouble. And Obasanjo, if you look at the history of Obasanjo, when he started making trouble for a government, that government ended up collapsing. Either the military will take over or something will happen. Go and look at the history of Nigerian political development and the key roles Obasanjo played. You find out that Obasanjo is a hard nut to crack. So the solution is for free and fair election. Let there be free and fair election. Let the Electoral Act 2022 be implemented to the letter in the elections. Obasanjo has made it clear. He don't need to address a word press conference like Adebanjo did, but you can see it clear. It's clear now, as clear as daylight, that Obasanjo is working for Peter Obi, and he's not hiding it. He said it in Enugu that he is part of elder statesmen of Nigeria who are working for a new Nigeria. A new Nigeria that Obasanjo is working for is not for Atiku Abubakar. It's not for Bola Ahmed Tinubu. It is for Peter Obi. It is for a new Nigeria that will be engineered and opportunity for the Nigerian youth. Don't forget, this Obi or obedient movement is a product of youth resistance in Nigeria to oppression, to intimidation, to killings by security officials, which culminated to the EndSARS protest, for which many of them were killed at the Lekki toll gate. So it is important we situate this thing in history. So in summary, former President Olusegun Obasanjo has made it clear that Nigeria is not going to go with the old cargo, with the old block. Nigeria is moving to the new block, a new Nigeria. And that new Nigeria, Peter Obi is the face of it. And Obasanjo is working hard to ensure that it becomes a reality. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel and you have not yet subscribed to my channel, subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you will be among the first to know. God bless you. And please like this video, because when you like it, Google will rank it and recommend it to others to watch. And when more people watch it, there will be more people that will be convicted in their spirit to do the right thing, so that we can elect the right caliber of persons and put the right person in Aso Rock Villa, a man of character, capacity, and the ability to deliver. God bless you.